Do it, boys! Hello everyone, welcome back to the football story. It's been a while, lads. It's been a while. I feel like because I haven't been able to stream the last couple of weeks, and I'll come on to that now in a minute, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Obviously, there's not many Liverpool games right now because we've obviously cruised the league. We're out of the Champions League, we're out of the FA Cup. So we haven't had too many games. It's just been a week by week basis. But I was in Madrid last weekend. I seen us win the league. You might have seen some of the stuff on socials. We won the Premier League. It's a good time to be a Liverpool fan right now. It is a good time. I have my flights booked to go over the last game of the season. I don't have a ticket at the minute, but I am trying to get one, and I'll be there for the parade as well. So if any of you are there, let me know. I look forward to seeing you there. And yeah, we just get to enjoy the last couple of weeks as Liverpool as Premier League champions. Obviously playing Chelsea today. Numerous times they've won the Premier League, and I think today is going to be a tough game because I think Liverpool might have taken their foot off the pedal a little bit. We'll see how they obviously perform. Chelsea still have a lot to play for with the Champions League. So, and I think Newcastle have lost today as well. So that makes them, it's a big game for them. Richard, how are you, brother? What's up? Just double checking here. There we go. But yeah, how are we all feeling then? What are we thinking in terms of score prediction today? I think, I'm going to be honest, I think Liverpool, will we go for a win? I don't know. But 2-2 draw. I think a 2-2 draw. Connor, how are you? So happy with Sunday. I lost my voice. I know. It was absolutely carnage. The scenes as well, like, it was unbelievable. I'd say a lot of them were probably still partying come Wednesday or Thursday, so we'll see what their heads are like today. But Stamford Bridge has never been an easy place to go for Liverpool. In recent years, it hasn't been as bad, but obviously Chelsea have been struggling the last couple of seasons, but you'd still think that they'd put up a fight. They still have quality in the team, so I'd say a late 2-1 winner. I like it. Liverpool are so average, man. Look at this team, bro. Yeah, well, we have an average team out today because we're able to make some changes. Well, actually, no, it's still a fairly full-strength team. Like, who do we have? But Trent is starting. Kwanzaa is in for Kanate. Van Dijk is starting. Alisson is starting. Tsimikas comes in at left back. Midfield is obviously a big change. And who do we have? Endo, Jones, and Elliott. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we get a few of them get a run out today. And like Elliott, I think a lot of people are obviously talking about Elliott and if he might end up leaving in the summer, which I think he will. But yeah, Connor says Chiesa should be starting. Yeah, I agree. 100% I agree. I don't know why he's not giving him game time. He needs one more as well. One more game to get or one more game to get a medal, to guarantee him a medal. He's been so disrespected over the years, says Henry. Yeah, I don't know why as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on as to why he hasn't got more game time, especially with, like, I don't know. Well, it's hard to question Slot considering it's hard to question Slot even with, like, because we've won the league. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how they won the Prem even with their best players. They're average. It's not true though. They've the best right winger in the world. They've the best centre back in the world. They've the best keeper in the world. The best right back. One of the best left backs in the Premier League era. McAllister has been unbelievable. There's talk of Madrid looking at him. Gravenberch been one of the best DMs. Like, it's not that hard to understand how they've won the league. You go into the last game of the season. Right now, I'm not, but I'm looking for tickets. Richard, what about you? Chiesa and Nunez surely gone in June. Yeah, Henry, 100%. They're 100. I don't know about Chiesa now because we obviously bought him for money in last year for, say, 12 million. I think you give him another crack at the whip, but I think Nunez 100%. The fact that you can sell Nunez, make 40 or 50 million off him, and then reinvest that into the squad. Like, I think the likes of Nunez, I could see Elliott going. I think Gomez might leave. Trent is obviously going to be going. There's a lot. There's a lot. I did this summer is going to be big for Liverpool. There's going to be a lot of changes, I think, um in the team. You're going, Richard. Unreal. Have you? Are you on the membership, or did you just get tickets yourself, or how did you get them? Brad, how are you? Liverpool are winning. Absolutely, we're winning. Uh, if we get Hoyson, Kirkes, Isak, or Eteke, I don't know how to say his name. I know who you're talking about though. The lad in the German league. We will be very strong next season. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. With a few people coming in here, I don't know about Hoyson now. I think like even if he comes in, I think Kanate and Van Dijk will still be first choice. But I think it's good to have him come in as someone that can help them, like compete with them, because I think the centre back area is somewhere that we have been looking to identify for a while, but we haven't been able to get it over the line. Here we go, lads. The guard of honor. KDS, Samin, how are you? Very welcome in. We'll chat now in a sec. I'll read out the comments. My mate works up there and he got me tickets. Richard, if you have two spares, let me know. Even one. Congrats on the Prem. Thank you, Hazard. The lads are coming out. We're getting the guard of honor now. Salah getting clapped on by the team that let him go. Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Salah getting clapped on by the team that let him go. Oh, beautiful. If I had been in London today, I would have been able to get a ticket as well. KDS, how are you, brother? How long has it been since you streamed? Missing the streams, mate. I know, KDS. Well, see, the thing is, I missed the last two. One, I was sick, and then the other, or last weekend, I was in Madrid. Basically, I booked a half marathon in Madrid, me and my girlfriend, and I didn't think that Liverpool were going to win the league. Well, like when I booked it in December, I didn't think Liverpool were going to win the league with so many games to spare. So it's not my fault Liverpool are so good, you know. Salmon, how are you? Slot rates Jota over Chiesa. This shows levels how badly he rates Chiesa. Pay Atletico 50 or 60 million plus Nunes for Alvarez. Overall, a better deal than a loan for 150 million for Isak. Yeah, I think Alvarez is someone who I think is probably being overlooked. But I think his 30 goal contribution so far in this season. 14, I think, of them, or 15 of them in the league. He's definitely someone that we should be looking at. But I don't know. I don't know if that's someone that Liverpool will go for. I do agree with you. 150 million for Isak is too much. And now in Liverpool, we all know what they're like. They're not going to pay 150 million for anyone. So, Salmon, I'm doing well. Looking forward to the parade at the end of the season. But yeah, it'd be interesting now. I think there is an overhaul coming at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? This team, I know we've obviously won the league this year, but you need to obviously evolve. I think left back, right back are going to be two areas that we're going to be looking to change. Obviously, Trent and Robertson have been such staples in that Liverpool team over so many years, but we're going to need to obviously upgrade them, especially with Trent going, as we've obviously talked about. I think Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai have the makings of like a midfield that could do really well for like a number of years, but I still think you need like a fourth really good footballer to be able to change it, because I think obviously in the Champions League that's when we struggled. So we need to be able to rest and rotate, and even like coming into the end of this season, we've taken our foot off the gas a little bit. Like there's been some draws and stuff, but we're still, yeah, I think it's more the other teams have to try and catch us now. Do you know what I mean? Like Man City will come back next year. They'll come back. Sesko is basically Nunes 2.0. Sesko and Ekateke. Yeah, I watched Sesko yesterday. I watched Bayern, the 3-0 with Leipzig. It was a good game, but he scored a good goal. Yeah, the one thing I would say about this Liverpool team is I want to see more pace in the team. I think Diaz, Gakpo, they're really good, like, dribbling and, like, getting to the byline and creating chances. Salah obviously doesn't have his pace from, say, a few years ago. But I'd love to see, like, a really, like, do you remember, like, when Salah was at his peak and Mane was there as well? They always had pace in behind, do you know what I mean? But we're underway, lads. We're underway. Liverpool, first match as champions. Let's go. Put in your score predictions. If you just joined the chat now, score predictions in the chat. Let me know what you think. Balls for life. Well, thank you for the follow, brother. Simicast on the move straight away. Jones. Trent. Salah. Liverpool on the front foot to start. Lovely play, Liverpool. Oh, Elliott and Salah, lovely on the right-hand side. Nunez had 41 goal contributions before joining us, while Sesko had 21. Yeah, I think as well, though, the German League and the Bundesliga, or the German League and the Portuguese League are very different. Rocket, get into bed. My dog giving out. Oh, Lord, Van Dijk, really good. In on Jackson. Into bed. Kwanzaa now covering. Kwanzaa hasn't really got a look in, has he not? Scott, how are you, brother? Been a while. All well in Seville. Valencia. But yeah, all good. All good, all good, all good. Annika, how are you? Out to Trent now on the right-hand side. Into Salah. Kukurea gets a touch. Liverpool win the throw in. Connor, how are you? It's currently 0-0. Only 2 minutes gone. Elliot hat-trick calling. Absolutely. I was never convinced by Kwanzaa. Yeah, no, same. Sandy! How are you, brother? Champions! 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 Or maybe you're talking about yourself as Conference League champions. Is it, Sandy? Sophia, how are you? Just want the Chiesa goal. Oh, do you know what? I don't even want the Chiesa goal. I just want a Chiesa start. That's how desperate I am to see him. Do you know what he kind of reminds me of? Like, he reminds me of Shaqiri when we had him. I know obviously we did really good. I know, and I think Shaqiri is better than Chiesa. But every time Shaqiri played, it was always like good, and we wanted to see more of him. But it's just there's better players in front of him. That's the issue. Ball into the box. Oh, goal. Enzo. Oh, lads. That's a big goal for Chelsea. Big goal for Chelsea. 1-0. Enzo Fernandez. Salmon, do you run the Anything Liverpool Twitter account? I don't run the Anything Liverpool Twitter account, but I am part of the Twitter account. 1-0 Chelsea. The Liverpool players on the beers. They're still on the beers, lads. Well, Salah's on the non-alcoholics. Who do you have winning the Europa League? I think Spurs might do it, you know. Good play by Chelsea. They got through the press. Get down the byline. I think that's Gusto. Who's that on the right hand side? Is it Gusto? No, maybe Pedro Neto got it in. And then lovely finish. Who's marking him? There's no one. He runs off someone. Endo comes across. I'm trying to see where. Like, how does he get so much space? Endo was trying to mark Palmer. Winner to Shiba. How are you, brother? Golden Block Gloves. Thank you for the the gift. How are you, mate? Sandy. Sandy loves it. Cracking start. Cracking start by Liverpool. Salah will have to carry us since everyone is drunk. Yeah, literally. I'm telling you now. It's the only way we're going to win. But see, the thing is, lads, we could just have a bit of fun today, you know? I hope we get like a 4-4 or something. Just loads of goals, bit of fun. Liverpool won the league. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not like Arsenal are going to catch us anyway. They could honestly have 100 games. They probably wouldn't catch us. I'm good, man. I'm good. Not the best start. The lads are still on the party. They still have a few drinks on them, I'd say. The Nothing Pim says, I'll be honest, this game means nothing to you guys. We need to win for UEFA Champions League. I know. That's what I mean. Like, Chelsea are going to be, well, you'd hope Chelsea are going to be up for this, but you never know with them, you know what I mean? Rue Elliott, fuck off. I don't want that twat to score. It means nothing to you lot. Just give us the win. Chris, how are you, brother? Thanks for the boxing gloves, mate. Cole Palmer, we don't have to worry about him scoring. He hasn't scored in many games. Isn't it part of Nunez's contract if he starts, it costs us another 5 million or something? Apparently it is, but I don't know if that's true or not. Apparently, like, Slot said he didn't know either, so. It's poor from Elliott. Gives the ball away. Jackson try to get through. Ali comes out. Good defending. My goal is knowing her. Yeah, 100% Scott. I agree. Who do you have winning the Europa League? KDS. I don't know. Like, obviously, it's going to be Spurs United. I think United have the pedigree to go and do them. And people will say to me, Spurs have beat United 3 times this year. Once in the FA Cup and twice in the league. But the law of averages is United will eventually win. Do you know what I mean? And I think it could be in the final. It would be very United like. Be absolutely terrible all year and then win the Europa League. Oh, Jota, man. What is that? Win the Europa League. It's poor by Jota. Under no pressure. Finley, how are you? To be honest, I don't care too much. I know. But it would be very United to win, you know? My Chelsea fan mates are going to banter me for this one. I said Liverpool 3-0. Lads, we can't be thinking Liverpool are going to come out here and just have an easy game. You don't have the same impetus, you know? Like the same care. They're not going to win with the same mentality as they would if they needed to win the game. 170 people in on TikTok. You're all very welcome to the chat, lads. Liverpool 1-0 down. Enzo Fernandez scored. It's been a slow start from a very much changed Liverpool. A whole new midfield, new centre-back, new left-back. But we're here for a bit of fun. I want a 3-all, a 4-all, loads of goals. Lovely. Oh, unlucky. Who was that? Shalaba. Foul on Jota. Chris says I'm an Arsenal fan. I know we are, Chris. I'm saying Liverpool 5-4, says Sophia. United will win. Can you imagine the United Nation being the only club to hand Spurs a trophy? I know. To be fair, I think it'll matter. Like, whoever wins that Europa League, it's going to matter a huge amount because, one, the money that they'll get will instantly help in terms of where they want to be next season. But I think for United, I probably think it matters more. I think for Spurs, great play on the left-hand side. Gakpo bringing it into the box. Shoots. Oh, it's a good save. Should have passed it. Eddie on the penalty spot. It's a good save by Sanchez. He's got a lot of criticism this season, but he's been good the last couple of games. Ball through. Jackson. Offside. Rue Edit says, who do you want us to sign as a striker? Honestly, lads, I'm trying to... The reason actually as well, I watched Leipzig Bayern Munich yesterday, 3-all. Harry Kane hasn't won the league yet. But I was watching Sesko. I wasn't that impressed by him. He scored a really good goal, but the Bayern Munich keeper came off his line and it was kind of like an open goal from like I don't know, like 30 yards. He just had to bring it around. It was a good finish, to be fair, but his all-round play wasn't the best, and he doesn't have that much pace. So I don't know if I'd be going for him. I think Gyökeres is someone that I like, but I think I have a bit of horrors from a Portuguese player coming to Liverpool and not hitting the ground running. So I don't know about him, but it's gonna be interesting. I think Alvarez is someone that we're talking about. I think Isak, Liverpool won't go for him because he's too expensive. We don't do that. We don't spend that type of money. Mohab, how are you? A random guy from outer space. What's up? So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a big summer, to be fair. How are we? How are you all? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you? Exactly. Plus, the confident Champions League. Oh my God, Ali is lucky. Like, I know people are gonna say Liverpool need like you want to bring in like a 20, 30 goal a season striker. I don't think we need that. I think with Salah is I think you have that 20 to 30 goals already. What we need is someone that can like tie in how we want to play. And I think this as well, I don't think Slot has had a striker in the way that he wants to play. I think Jota is probably more that type of player where someone that he can come short, and I think that's why he plays him over Nunes. He doesn't want someone that's gonna run in behind loads. He wants someone that will maybe come to feet and like tie in how they play, similar to like a Bobby Firmino type player. I don't think we want someone that's gonna be running in behind loads. I think Isak is maybe a bit more of that. I think Isak's build to play is good, but yeah, it's gonna be a weird. I think it's gonna be a big summer, lads. It's gonna be a big summer. Like, you think right back, we might bring in cover for Bradley, and like the two of them. You have left back, which I think is gonna be an area they're gonna look to strengthen. There's talk of Liverpool going after Huijsen at centre back. That'll obviously help. I think we probably need another midfielder and then probably two forwards, depending on if Nunes, Jota, go. And like, I think you're looking at like 6 or 7 players. I don't think Liverpool will get all them, but I think that's what like you're looking at if you're going long term. Liverpool need a player that can feed Salah. I don't even think it's a player that can feed Salah. I just think a player that he can play off. Do you know what I mean? Somebody like Lewandowski might be good. Not Lewandowski. Yeah, but like, you're talking about a player that like, how many goal contributions Lewandowski have this year? 40. Salah at the back post. Oh, unlucky. We need a striker. We need the Fulham left back. I don't think we'll go for Robinson, Scott, the Fulham left back. I think we'll go for someone younger. I think Kirkes is the one we're looking at the most because of his age profile. He's 21. I think we could mold him into a really, really good left back. And I think Simicast will leave, and you'd have Robertson there to obviously help him and get him to understand what it means to be a left back at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Van Dijk, Trent. Endo now. Jamie, prime VVD or prime Salah for a season? Ooh, that's a good question, Chris. Prime VVD or prime Salah? So we won the Premier League with prime Salah, and we won the Champions League with prime Van Dijk. And in that team as well, I think the team that won the Champions League was probably our best team, to be fair, you know. I'd still probably go prime Salah. I'd probably go prime Salah just for goals. You know what I mean? It's very hard to replace. Trent on the ball now. Into Elliott. Ooh, unlucky. In my opinion, Van Dijk. It'd be such a toss-up. I'd say that'd be a 50-50 choice. I might actually put that up on the YouTube as a poll. See what people think. And also, lads, we hit 3K on YouTube the other day. I had my first kind of, I wouldn't say big video, but like first video that like long form. And I think I'm starting to obviously figure out a little bit more how long form does. Obviously, I do a lot more shorts. But yeah, 3K. Hopefully 5K by the start of the new season, 10K by the start of the new year. That's the goal. That is the goal. How you doing, mate? How are you, man? How's things? Who slipped this match? Nobody slipped yet. VVD, goals come by default, but clean sheets are rare. Yeah, but you could, like, if you outscore a team, you can win a game. Do you know what I mean? It's actually a hard question. Very good question, Chris. A random guy from outer space says, yeah, Kirk has, but Robertson wants to stay at the same time. Kirk has will be more playtime, rather bench warming, so we have to make a decision, and it's Robbo or Kirk has. I think Robertson, I think Robertson can move in as like a simulcast player now. Do you know what I mean? Who would you rather sign for the replacement? Saka or Palmer? Saka. I'm a big Saka fan, like a huge Saka fan. Yeah, and I'd rather have Saka in, I think. Next up, 100K. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping as well. Might do some streams over like maybe do like a weekly stream on a Monday or something. For over the transfer period. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, let me know. I'll get in a few other content creators. I'm doing streams every Monday and Friday right now on Footy Judge Mo. So it's me, Rory Talks Football, Footy Judge Mo, Tom Little, Staffy, Dan. There's a few of us that do it. But it's be a good laugh. We get about 500 people in at a time. So play is down. Simicast is off. But no, we're back underway. The stream is a good idea, to be honest. Yeah, just something that people will know. Like, so say every Monday or Tuesday maybe Tuesday, every Tuesday evening for like an hour or two. Jamie, will you be streaming the Liverpool versus Barca Champions League final? We're not in the Champions League, Chris. Maybe during the Club World Cup final or something. Yeah, that's a good idea, KDS, to be fair. Andy has 1 year full-time or 3 years part-time left. Yeah, that's a good point, Scott. I'd say 3 years part-time. I think he wants to stay. The only thing I could think of leaving is if Celtic come in, then I think that might be an option. Good man, Fred. Lad, we will go. We will back you up. Do your thing, mate. Absolutely a random guy. Thank you. Palmer on the ball now. Boring enough game, to be fair, says Sophia. There's no jeopardy. That's the thing. You know what I mean? And now Chelsea have an early goal. They're just going to sit back, try and hit on the counter attack. But Liverpool have been poor so far. Allison takes it. Up to Chelsea. Kwanzaa, Trent. Yeah, Liverpool need a little bit of injection of momentum, but the thing is that they're playing like a team that's already won the league. Trent. Jones now picks it up. Yeah, because we're playing champions, so no need of winning. You obviously want to go out and win, but there's no pressure on them. You know what I mean? Like if they lose, they're just like, ah, well. Endo. Malone, good play. Jota. Simicast now with a bit of space on the left hand side. Worst league champions ever. Nah, I wouldn't say that. Although most people are going to say that because it's not their team that's won. Good play. Endo. Elliot. Endo. Really good. Out to Salah now. Oh, poor touch. Gets away from him. Yeah, he will go back. He has to. Man of the people. Yeah, I could see Scott 100%. Or you could see him going back to Celtic. Aren't you playing the B team? Mohab or not? Newcastle. Did Newcastle win today? I seen they were 1-0 down. Did it stay 1-0 or did they get a goal? Just because we won the league doesn't mean we should sit back and lose every game for the rest of the season. I don't think we'll lose every game, but there's not as much. There won't be as much like in pace and everything. Do you know what I mean? Bournemouth, Forest in the top 6. Yeah, well, you need to remember Bournemouth, Forest in the top 6. Arsenal in the semi-final of the Champions League. Man United and Spurs, two of the worst teams that we've seen in ages in the Europa League final. Villa, Newcastle, all doing really well. The reason it's more competitive at the top of the league than it ever has been because you don't have the top teams dominating. It's more competitive now. I wouldn't say. I think the quality of the top teams is probably not as good as it has been in previous years, like when Liverpool were going for it with Man City and getting 95, 97 points. I think the quality of those teams was definitely higher, but like the overall competitiveness of teams is higher. League was better 10 to 15 years ago. Yeah, I'd probably say the league, I think 10 to 15 years ago, I think it was more engaging because it was a lot more like it was a lot more off the cuff. There wasn't as many like systems in place, and it was a lot more on individual quality. Whereas now it's more like structured. Some people like that, some people don't. There's a lot more technical aspects to the game. It's not just go out and if you have the best players in the league, you'll win type of thing. It's for the other teams below Liverpool to play Champions League, etc. Liverpool are worthy champions. Yeah, whoever wins the league, you're always worthy champions if you win the league. Absolutely. Oh, you drew 1-1. Who scored in the end, Mohab? Stayed third. That's not too bad though. How can you tell a group this matters when 2 years of success and the pressure is off? We're never winning this game. 1-1. A late Newcastle pen. The funny thing is that we're still top of the Champions League, so it's a win-win. Yeah, we finished top of the Champions League. I don't know what you're talking about. We won that. Trent, ball in. Salah. Man, Salah's touch has been nowhere near it. I think he was off anyway. Yeah, he was. Isak with a penalty. I'll be interested to see now if Newcastle get Champions League, will like say Isak, Gordon, who else is like maybe like I don't know, Tonali or Bruno G. Will they stay or will they say we have everything that we want at Newcastle? Do you know what I mean? Logi, what is this? This is a stream. The match is a football match. Simicast. Gakpo now. It's a foul. Should have played Chiesa. What is Slot doing? Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't play Chiesa, to be fair. Good play by Gakpo to win the free. Can Liverpool please win and score? Well, we have a chance here. Simicast standing over the ball. Into the box. Jota. Van Dijk. Oh. Chelsea get it away. Trent on it now. Back post. No. Endo picks it up. Simicast. Kelleher is leaving. Yeah, Kelleher's gone. Marmadashvili coming in. Maybe Mo fell off the wagon. His hair transplant got him on the drink. I think Newcastle is selling Isak for 180 million. He's so forced, he's forced to stay. Liverpool chat, how are you? Let's go Reds. Will they sell Isak? I think he'll stay. I actually do think he'll stay. I think Arsenal aren't going to spend 150 million on him. I don't know if anyone will. I'm okay, mate. How are you? Or you said you're okay. How are you doing? What's the score prediction today? Oh, Endo into the box. I'd love an Endo goal today. You know that? We will win. We have more chances. We haven't created too much so far. Gakpo now. Going at Pedro Neto. Shalaba does well there. Kelleher is so much better than second keeper, so I'm delighted he's leaving. Yeah, 100%. I agree. I think he's at that stage now where he's proved himself as a competent keeper in the Premier League, and going to a team that will be able to give him the opportunity to start week in, week out is what he deserves and what he's going to get. If Newcastle gets in the Champions League, then Isak ain't leaving. Yeah, no, I think he'll stay. I think he will stay. I think if Newcastle sign like one or two players, they could be challenging next season, you know. Simon says, why aren't you supporting an Irish team? I don't live in Ireland, mate. Because United are going to Bilbao. Yeah, they are. United Spurs in the final. Chelsea has been all over us. They've been the better team so far. It will be nice to win, but it's also good to watch a game that doesn't matter. Yeah, I just want to see goals. I want to see good football. We need Adam Ida. I don't care what anyone says. We're not getting Adam Ida anyway. He's too big for us. Isak is the next Alan Shearer. I don't know about that now. Quan's on the ball. Play the fucking pass. What are you doing? I feel like we will score soon, says Liverpool chat. Juki says, I think it's good. We're starting Endo, Kwanzaa, and Elliott. Yeah, we're getting to see a little bit more of them. Good ball by Salah into Jones. Get out to the left. Go. Get it out. Hold on. Simicast now. Gakpo picks it up. Elliott. Ooh, unlucky. Good play. Trent hits it. Oh, Trent, give the ball to Mo. He's on the right-hand side. Hussein, how are you? Slot might be sleeping at this point. They won't sell. He's staying. He won't go to Saudi. Yeah, I think he's going to stay. Oh. Good play by Chelsea. Did defend it well. Kukurea goes long. Kwanzaa. Liverpool, the pressure is picking up a little bit more. Liverpool starting to move the ball better. Chelsea struggling to hold on to it. Hassan, you're welcome, mate. Kukurea is shit. Just accept it, Chelsea fans. Oh, unlucky. Shalaba gets it away. Up the Chell, says Ellis. Leeds and Burley coming back up. They're going to go straight back down. I seen, I was watching Sky Sports. I think it might have been Jamie O'Hara. Like, Leeds are going up. Who goes down instead of them? Do you know what I mean? The only team I could think of is Wolves if they sell Cunha. But like even then, Cunha hasn't played the last 4 games. Or last 5. I think last 5 games up until the most recent one, and they had won 4 out of 5. Do you know what I mean? I had the same shirt as you. It's a good shirt, isn't it? I like it. We'll be going to Adidas now next season. I think West Ham are at a little bit of jeopardy if they potentially don't get themselves sorted. They don't really fancy Graham Potter, I don't think. The Sport Pigeon says Chiesa can't even get... Chiesa can't even get in when they've already won it. I know. It's a nightmare. I don't know why he hasn't started them. Both 100-point season, though, in fairness. I know, Sophia, 100-point season, but like Leicester, did they not have the highest points ever in the Premier League? In the Championship. And look what happened with them. Ball in. Neto, blocked. Do you think Inter can beat Barca? Yeah, I think I've seen a different side of Inter. Like, people keep on telling me that they're really good defensively. And I know they've always been good defensively in Serie A, and they've done okay in the Champions League. But I think when you come up with a team like Barca that are going to have so much possession, you need to offer something going forward, which I didn't think they had. And they look really good on the counter against Barca. I wouldn't even say it's on the counter. It's just like their style of play. Do you know what I mean? Are you Irish? I am indeed. Inter Barca is going to be a goal fest. It'll be interesting. It'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to both games, to be fair. I think I wouldn't write Arsenal off yet either against PSG. I think that might be a goal fest as well. Why do you support Liverpool? It's not in Ireland. I was brought to a lot of Liverpool games when I was a kid. My dad's been supporting them since he was Chelsea hit the crossbar since he was 4. So I just got into there, and I don't live in Ireland anymore. Simicast was terrible. I'm backing for Arsenal. Whose current player would you take? What current player would you consider the most underrated in Newcastle or where? Mohab. What do you think, KDS? Do you think Inter could beat Barca? 31 minutes in. Liverpool haven't created much so far. A random guy from outer space is backing Arsenal. No, we cannot have Arsenal make a UEFA Champions League final. I wouldn't mind them making a Champions League final. I don't think they'll beat Barca if they got to the final anyway. I think Barca would have too much. I think Inter, I don't know. I think Inter they'd beat. But I think Barca no. Any player in any team. Any player in any team. Who's the most underrated player? Let me think. Do you know who I actually love? And I think he's very underrated. When you talk about like right backs, not that nobody talks about him, but like he's not really in the mix, and he was at a good team. It's actually Livramento at Newcastle. I really rate him. I think defensively he's good. I know he was a bit poor today for the goal, but I think overall he's a really good right back and someone that could go on and have a very good career. If PSG score first, it's over, I think. Yeah, that's fair. Jack, it's currently 1-0 to Chelsea still. 34 minutes gone. Inter will not beat Barca. It's going to be PSG Barca final, says Scott. KDS says, I think Inter can win. This man Inzaghi is a magician. Inter on paper should not be this good compared to teams like Barca and Bayern. I wouldn't write them off, man. They have a good enough team. Like, do you know what I mean? They got to the Champions League a few years ago as well. I think he is doing well with them, but like they lost 3 games in a row up until that Barca game, you know. I've been backing Arsenal because I don't want PSG to win, but that tifo alone deserves 5 more years without a Champions League. All Irish support Liverpool. The ferry, mate. Yeah, that's very true. Liverpool and United. There's such a big connection. Like that Arsenal tifo is the funniest thing ever. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, how on earth? I don't mind Arsenal, to be fair. I know they get a lot of hate, but I think people just think of like AFTV. Do you know what I mean? They think of vocal people on social media. I like Arteta. I like what he's done. I prefer them over Man City, who, like, I know it's not their fans' fault, but have basically just bought their way to success. Like Arteta's come in, had a really poor squad, had to buy players to get them in. Like he's brought in Saka and stuff, from the U team, Lewis Skelly. Like he's done good things. He just needs to get them over the line. You know what I mean? To get that monkey off his back. Salah will win the Ballon d'Or if Arsenal wins. Yeah, I think that's a good point as well. I think we should sub on Chiesa on striker, says Eddie. How are you, brother? Uh, he's not going to make any changes yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chiesa does get some minutes because there's no jeopardy. So I wouldn't be surprised if he comes on second half. I'm fucking starving, lads. You know what I'm getting tonight? I'm going to get a wing stop tonight. I've been bad this weekend as well. What did I do? On Saturday, no, Friday, I went out for drinks with my mate, and then we got like a pasta. You might have seen it on the old Instagram. Some wine. It was like a really bougie. It was like I didn't realize it was gonna be as romantic as it was. It was like a candlelit Italian. So like the two of us were just drinking wine, eating pasta. And then Saturday, I just chilled out, watched the football, and then brought the dog out yesterday evening, and then Sunday was up cleaning the house. So it was a quiet enough weekend, but I got a lot of takeaways. What did I get yesterday? I got Burger King and Indian yesterday. Ball over the top. Jones. But I think that was just a hangover in me, you know? Oh, it was a good tackle there on Caicedo on Gakpo. No way, ref. No way is that a foul. The worst part about that TiVo, that was supposed to be special TiVo because they haven't gotten to the UEFA Champions League in 16 bloody years. To be fair to the Arsenal fans, though, they did have a massive TiVo organised, and it was rejected by the club. So it was meant to be better. And then, obviously, because that got rejected, they had to come up with something else, and they just did the Gunners logo. So I wouldn't blame the fans. It's more the club I blame. You know what I mean? So I think that's you have to obviously say that as well, the context to it. But even like if you think about the atmosphere for the Madrid game, that atmosphere for the Madrid game is one of the best atmospheres I've seen from the Emirates since they went there. I know, obviously, the game that in itself, like you're playing Real Madrid. I think the one against PSG was poor, and I think if you speak to Arsenal fans, they were probably disappointed with it just as much as like anyone else. The PSG fans were unbelievable. But I think that's just the context sometimes now in English football. Like you think of Liverpool when PSG came, the atmosphere that day was criticised as well. Do you know what I mean? Kwanzaa does well. Trent, Endo, Elliot. Scott says, I don't mind Arsenal. It's a real club. I agree. I dislike PSG, City, Chelsea. I like West Ham, Millwall, etc. Yeah, like I think that's what I'm saying. Arsenal fans get a really bad rep because of who represents them, which is like Arsenal fans on social media. Even like some of the big ones that talk on Twitter that like you don't know their faces. Like they just talk absolute nonsense for engagement. Do you know what I mean? Like I think content creators, I think in fairness, ones that like talk to the camera like say the way I do, they're not shying away from what they're saying. And I think when you're maybe talking on a Twitter account, it's a little bit different because you can say whatever you want and there's like no real there's no repercussions for it. Like you're not that person that thinks about it. You're just someone that talks online. Neto does well, wins a foul. So yeah, I knew it. More Wingstop. What a fall from grace. From candlelit with your mate, Mrs. Furious. I bet. Yeah, the missus was away, so I did a candlelit dinner on Friday, Scott. So 40 minutes gone. Liverpool haven't created too much, lads. It's been a poor showing first half from the champions. From the champions. Pablo, it's currently 1-0 to Chelsea. I suppose we do have players that can come off the bench. Like you have McAllister there, Soboslai, Gravenberch, Diaz, Van Dijk as well, wins the ball back. Probably should have gave it back to him. Nah, Laturo shouldn't win the Ballon d'Or. He won't win the Ballon d'Or though. A random guy says, bro, you should have watched the Tottenham game. Should have streamed from Spain. Yeah, fair. Where was it? Well, the United game as well. Bilbao, you know? AFTV has probably ruined the representation of Arsenal fans. They make them look dumb as people who ask for blocked LED lights. As people who ask for black LED lights. It's fine. Elliot return on career mode at halftime. Yeah, to be fair, right? I think they're like people give out about like fans on social media, and I understand it to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's people like to hear different opinions. You know what I mean? And the reason there's such a big want for it and why it's so popular is because people want to hear different opinions. Obviously, you can go down, you can talk to your mates in the pub and stuff like that, and you want to encourage that. But they want to hear different perspectives, and some people have really good perspectives. Are we playing bad? We're not playing the best. Ooh, Neto just pulls one wide. Champions has a nice ring to it. It does have a nice ring, to be fair. I don't mind Gunners. I just don't like Gooners, says Liverpool chat. Yeah, it's a good way of putting it. Neto comes close, just pulls it left. Ball in. Oh, it's a goal, but I think he's off. I think Jackson was offside. Madueke. Preston says Chiesa should come on. Man, the amount of people that love or want Chiesa to come on. Oh, Simicast could play him on here. No, he does well to get out, to be fair. Simicast does well to get out. Won't count. Oi. Yeah, Scott says clickbait sucks. We can all figure out that our sorry. Oi! Rocket. Relax. Yeah, clickbait sucks. We can all figure that out, but real content with decent conversation is where the engagement is. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Preston, thank you to follow, mate. Like I think, listen, there's you can do clickbait and you can do real content. The idea is, and this is what I'm starting to realize now as well, but like the more content I create, it's about curiosity. Like people want to say, like if you're doing, I don't know, if you're talking about a moment in a match or something, you can say how Trent Alexander-Arnold changed the game against Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Or I changed the game against Chelsea, something like that. Or like the one video I did there recently was like Joey Barton really said this about Liverpool fans, stuff like that. It drives people to want to click on the video, and it drives people to want to watch. It's the same when like you talk about hooks. It doesn't have to be like a clickbait. or like a rage bait moment. But like at the end of the day, people want like, especially rival fans. Like the reason Arsenal or AFTV get so much views and stuff like that, or Goldbridge and stuff. You'll notice when they're losing, when their team is losing, that's when they get most engagement because other fans will go on and want to see that. Do you know what I mean? It's funny. It is funny, and it's funny to watch, but it's not like it's not it's not like real engagement, if you get me, in the same sense. But it is and it is. I want a decent, healthy, opposite debate with normal people. It's amazing. Yeah. Lads, the while I have you here as well, right? So every Monday and Friday, I'll put the description in here. Every Monday and Friday. Because I haven't said it to you since I started doing it. I'll put the channel in the chat. Let me see if I can get it. One sec. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Where's the link? How do I share someone's? All right, I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, halftime, lads. So I'm on this channel, right? Every Monday and Friday. Footy Judge Mo. We do it's called the Rational League. Please stream the match. Jude, I can't, bro. But it's called the Rational League. So every I'll put it in the chat on Twitter as well. It's called the Rational League. And I'll put it just so you can see there. And every Monday and Friday we basically talk. It's like, it's not rage bait, it's nothing like that. It's basically we just sit down. It's me, Rory talks football. What? It's me, Rory talks football, Footy Judge Mo, Dan, Tom Little is sometimes there. But yeah, it's really good. We just talk about like proper football chat. And we don't have any like rage bait stuff. So it's good. We haven't done a double over Chelsea since the 20s. Chiesa should get some minutes today. What do you think, bro? Yeah, Harris, I agree. I think he will get minutes in the second half. And hopefully we get a goal, because that second half, or that first half, was shocking. We were terrible there, lads. We're playing like a team that's won the league, which makes sense, but it is annoying. Jota is the worst striker I've ever seen in my life. He still has stuff to contribute. I think even if he can stay fit, you keep him in. Like, he's only, what is he, 29? 29, 28. I think all the injuries that were catching up with him. Yeah, he's 29. He's only 28, but he's 29 in December. So he should be coming into his best form. You don't need to answer this, but what was the worst season you watched Liverpool play? The worst season I watched Liverpool play. The worst season I ever watched Liverpool was when Roy Hodgson came in. And so this is post Benitez. So what, 2009? Let me just double check the year. I think it was 2009, 2010. Then we had then we had Dalglish. Yeah, I think it was that. But the whole Brendan Rodgers era was a shambles. See, the thing is, the Brendan Rodgers era, I thought we were building towards something. And some of the football that we played with Suarez, Sterling, Sturridge, Gerrard, like we had a decent team going forward. So like it was always enjoyable in some sense of the word, because you know that like you had players that could like cause upsets. Whereas I think with Hodgson, um, we just didn't have anything. Like I remember David Ngog, Torres was there, then he left. Um, like we didn't have any good players. There was no good players. For me, the 2016 one. What was the 2016 one? I'm trying to think when Hodgson was there, to be fair. What year was that? Yeah, 2010 to 2011. He got sacked on the 7th of January. So yeah, it only lasted 6 months. Right, I'm going to take a quick break, get some water, and I'll be back. Scott says Brendan Rose DVG. The best thing he did was get rid of Sterling. Yeah, I think even then though Sterling, I know he sold him for 50 million, but he went on to be arguably one of the best Premier League wingers of all time. Like people actually, I know they obviously think of Sterling like at Chelsea and at Arsenal, but Man City was unbelievable. His goals record, 5 times I think he won the Premier League or four. Um, Obviously, yeah, like I think he was unbelievable to be fair. So the players are back out. We're gonna be starting again very shortly. Liverpool 1-0 down as things stand. Right, we're away. Second half starts. Come on, the Reds. Come on. Let's see if we can just a little bit of impetus, Let's put some energy into it. I don't even care if we lose like 2 or 3-0. Just go for it. Try and get a goal. Do something. Well done, Jones. Got the ball. Well done. Really good. Fuck off, Palmer. Get up. What player would you consider the most overrated in any team? Overrated. Most overrated player. So hard to think. I'm trying to think of like most overrated player in one team and then like think who's more overrated, if that makes sense. Um I I don't know. I'd have to think about it, Mohab. Maybe Oi, Rocket. Come here. Gakpo. Van Dijk. Yeah, I'll have to think about it, Mohab. It's very hard to think off the top of my head who's the most overrated player. Gakpo as well wins a foul. Good tackle by Neto. Simicast does well. Neto does well again. Palmer wins a free. Sanchez goes long. Van Dijk. Come on, Elliot. It has to be better. Madueke into the box. Does well. Jackson's poor. Good play by Madueke. But tame effort by Jackson. Salah. Oh, it was going through the Gakpo. It was poor. It came off Jones' foot or something. I think it was Jones. Neto here. Chelsea on the counter attack. Come on, Van Dijk. Get over. Well done, Kwanzaa. Well done, Kwanzaa. Really good. End out as well. Good play. Ball over top. I think Casado has gone to right back, is he? Has Casado gone to right back? Have you ever heard of Patrick Schick? He's pretty underrated and nobody really talks about him. 10 goals, or 19 goals in 29 games is pretty impressive. Sophia says, I forgot we were playing. Who does he play for? Won't lie. Sophia, that's okay. We'll only, after this, we only have 2 more streams left of the season. Salah into the box. It's a fucking foul. Because I won't be streaming the last game of the season as I will be in Liverpool. Van Dijk picks up a yellow card, I think for a tackle on Shalabat. Or no, Lavia, sorry. Oh, that's a sore one. Bayer Leverkusen. No, I haven't heard too much about him, to be fair. Seems very underrated if I haven't heard about him. Lavia looks alright. Jade, how are you? Long time no see. You only have to miss in the first 45 minutes. Kwanzaa coming out. Who does he think he is? Joe Matip. Thought on Kane about to win his first trophy. Yeah, I was watching the Bayern match last night. KDS, but listen, I think a player of his quality deserves to be winning more trophies. A Bundesliga, I don't know if that's classed as like unbelievable, but I think a Champions League is where he'll want to win. Do you know what I mean? But still, his first trophy, it's good for him. That's obviously what he wanted. He wanted to leave so he could go and win trophies, and that's what he's going to do at Bayern Munich. Maresca. Like, this is a big win for Chelsea now if they do win. You know what I mean? Endo. Jones. I'd bring on McAllister here. Let's get a bit more attack and threat. McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai. So let's do it. Do you know what I mean? We've had one shot on target all game. Good ball by Van Dijk. Trent trying to get through. Salah picks up the pieces. No, doesn't. Madueke gets there before him. Well done, Jones. Really good. Wins the ball back. What about it, ref? It's a yellow card. It's a yellow card. Winning the Bundesliga with Bayern is more impressive than winning League One with PSG, to be fair. I don't want to talk about Celtic. Do you know what I actually think? I think Madrid would have been better off buying Harry Kane than going after Mbappe. Because I think Mbappe, I know he's obviously scored lots of goals this season in when he started to hit form and stuff, but I think he would have complemented the team a lot more than Mbappe. But no, I agree. Winning Bundesliga is more difficult than winning League One. Elliot starts for the first time in 3 minutes, and all of a sudden he forgets how to play football. Well, that's happened when you don't start, you know? Chiesa. Finley wants Chiesa. I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen changes now in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Logan, it's currently 1-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea look good, to be fair. Liverpool just looked off it. Dan, how are you, brother? I'm back. It's been so long since I was on the live stream. I always get work on Sundays. How are we playing despite the scoreline? We're playing terribly, even with the scoreline at 1-0. But welcome back, Dan. I hope you're well. That's all good. Don't worry about working on Sundays. Do you know what, lads? I had my best ever month on YouTube there this month. It took me 18 months to get 1 million views, and I'm at 600,000 this month alone. If Chelsea get a second here, I think Liverpool are done for. Palmer does well. Goes by Simicas. Oh, Madueke. Oh my God. Comes off Jackson goal. Two 0. Van Dijk looking for a foul on Kwanzaa, but I don't think he's going to get one. Oh. Two 0 to Chelsea. Palmer did well on the right-hand side. I don't think he'll get the assist, though. Endo on the ground. Palmer picks it up. Was it Endo? No, Jones. Palmer does well. Goes by Simicas. Can't get a foot in. No. There's no foul on Endo. No foul. It'll be a goal. Lucas Vazquez. Oh, no. Sorry. You're talking about the Madrid. I'll come back to that now in a second. But 2-0. Who does it come off? Kwanzaa? I thought it came off Jackson. Fucking hell. Madueke had a tap in. Stuart says, who would be harder to mark if you were a defender, Torres or Suarez? I think Suarez would be harder to mark. He'd be so like at you. You know what I mean? You don't know whether he's going to bite you or not. I feel Torres was more like if he gets a chance he'll score, whereas Suarez was just like always doing something. But Liverpool are making changes. Nunez is coming on. Bradley is coming on. Trust me, Remontada 3-2 says Mohab. Yeah, OG. So funny watching a game of football and like you just don't care if you lose. Jota is coming off as well. Worst champions of all time. Shut up, me. I love how people keep on saying worst champions of all time and they never explain their reasons. 33 minutes is very long. It is long. I wouldn't mind like Liverpool come back now. Do you know what I mean? Like a few goals. Like a 3-1 or something. Losing to Chelsea, oh my God. Like, we're playing our second team and we've nothing to play for. I said it before the game, it would be 2-2, but it looks unlikely. Did Kwanzaa just get a red card? No. No, hardly. What is fucking Enzo going down like a bag of potatoes? Playing your second team. Well, Kwanzaa starting centre back. Simicast starting left back. Our whole midfield is Endo, Jones, and Elliott. Van Dijk is terrible. How is he terrible? He's literally going to lift a Premier League in a few weeks. Salah is second team. Exactly. No, obviously not Salah, but like half our team is our second team. Half our team is our second team, mate. People forget Arsenal were on the same amount of points this time last year and were league contenders the whole way along. It's just that Liverpool stormed the league this year and no one could try to come near them. Who do you think is a better manager, Howe or Slot? I'd say you'd have to say Slot right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, winning the Premier League, your first attempt is not an easy thing to do. Hopefully it finishes 3 to Chelsea. Chelsea winning a team with a massive hangover from winning the league. Yeah, exactly, Stuart. The worst champions should be on how bad they were, but still won, not how far apart the points are. Liverpool in the first half of the season was dominant. Yeah, exactly. When like the pressure was on the first half of the season. Sam, thank you for following TikTok, mate. When we were on the first half of the season, they were winning games like so often. Like, you think about, they beat Man City and Real Madrid in the same week. They beat Chelsea 2-1 at home. There was so many opportunities for them to slip up, and that's when they would have potentially slipped up, and they didn't. And that's why they were in such a comfortable position coming into the second half of the season. Chelsea been much the better side though. Oh, Kwanzaa, what are you doing? That was terrible from Jackson. Kwanzaa's been poor, lads, hasn't he? Lavia, Endo. Yeah, I'd rate Lavia ahead of Endo. Mate, I don't know if you're trying to rage bait or something, but I think I'm see, you might be used to talking with people on social media and trying to get a rise out of them, but I can tell you the truth and be fair. Bradley does well. Oh, Kukurea nuts. Oh, come on, Bradley. He did so well to get by. He's 100% rage baiting. I know. What Howe did with Newcastle is special, but Slot is better. Yeah, 100%. I think that's not discrediting Howe either. Do you know what I mean? But winning a league in your first attempt, it's only been done 5 times, including Slot. So it is the best. Come on, you Blues. Lavia 0 Premier League medals. Endo 1. There you go. Good play, Liverpool. Bradley gets in on the right-hand side. There's 2 opportunities for Bradley to get in a good ball, but both been poor. But do you know what? I think 2-0 down, Liverpool, they're showing a little bit more impetus. At 1-0, they didn't really care. But I think now they're starting to get back into it a little bit. Just get 1 goal. We celebrate today. Van Dijk. Oh, has to do better. We're playing like shit, Salmon. We are. They're hungover. Yeah, they're hungover 100%. Oh, good tackle. Jones. Palmer nearly got a goal. Elliot, thank you for the follow, mate. Sell Kwanzaa. Yeah, no, I keep him. Probably, I think Gomez is going to go. MD, thank you for the follow, mate. No pen, no pen. I don't know how much party because this is unacceptable. I'd say that apparently they were partying for like 2 or 3 days. Liverpool 10 million to win the league. Chelsea 10 billion to finish 5th. Cody Gakpo, enjoyer, how are you, mate? Per performance, but don't care. We won the league. Yeah, exactly. Well, on Bradley. Oh my God, Kukurea is getting cooked at that right side since Bradley come on. Oh, what about it? Liverpool win it free. I'd keep Kwanzaa over, or I'd keep Gomez over Kwanzaa any day of the week. Yeah, but Gomez is like, he picks up so many injuries, you know? Chelsea spending 1 billion to finish below Newcastle, who haven't spent in 3 windows. Good man, Salmon. Would you consider Trent a snake? No, I don't consider him a snake. I know a lot of Liverpool fans get up in arms about like this whole conversation, but listen, if he doesn't want to be here, let him go. Elliot hits one into the wall. Yeah, if he doesn't want to be here, let him go. And we bring in someone else, and then we keep moving. You know what I mean? At least 4 signs this summer. Yeah, I'd say 4 or 5. Tactical Blues. Liverpool are shit. Well, Liverpool are Premier League champions, mate. Maybe this is all just a late April Fool's Day joke. Chelsea singing the Steven Gerrard song. Fuck them. Gakpo now does well. Into the box. Back post. Here we go. Nunes. Oh, what defending that was. Who was that? Colwill. Nunes had a tap in. Well, a tap in that he might not have scored. Slot trusts our bench and they show him exactly why he feared. Of course he didn't rotate as much. Yeah, that's a good point actually, Salmon. I think we've seen today why Slot didn't rotate the team. Oh, as much. But I think as well, it's because there's no pressure on him. Do you know what I mean? So Chelsea are 5th now. Forest are in bother now, you know. They're outside the top 5. And with Chelsea winning today and they're behind on goal difference. Callum says, need to bring Chiesa on for a run. Yeah, I would like. Tactical Blues. I know you're trying to get a rise out of me, but it won't happen, mate. Oh, good play by Elliot. Endo does well. Gives it out to Salah. Back post. Oh, Casado does well. Good defending. Endo picks up the pieces again. Simicas. Can't get through. Why does Chiesa never play? I don't know. Soboslai and McAllister coming on. Preston, it is 68th minute. The Nothing Pim says, you guys have to slap Arsenal next week. We're gaining on them. If they drop out of top 5. Nah, they won't drop out of top 5. Nunes! Oh my god. Who said they trust Nunes there? Someone said it a second ago. And that is why Nunes is leaving Liverpool. It doesn't matter now, but like, he was offside, I think, as well. Oh, terrible. Like, such a bad header. Battered by mid-table team. I don't know. Are you trying to slag me or are you like battered by a mid-table team? So you're basically calling your team a mid-table club. 2-0. Come on, says Ellis. Yeah, he's woeful. That was shocking. Why does Gakpo get so much hate? I love Gakpo, Stewart. I did, and I stand by it. Slot will bring on Diaz and Case. Will not play again. McAllister Szoboszlai is on. Endo is off. Elliot is leaving 100%. Yeah, I agree. Gakpo. Jones. Ball in. Ooh. Come on up, Gakpo. Nunes doesn't have a weak foot because they're both shit. But he has his head. But he missed that opportunity with his head as well. Elliot is staying. He's not. He's not going to stay. I think he wants to stay, to be fair. But I think if there's a big offer comes in from him, I'd like 30 million, 40 million, Liverpool will sell. Finley says, bring on Chiesa, I'm going to crash out. Nice Scouse accent. Good one, mate. I'm Irish. Jones. McAllister. Liverpool playing so much better now. Nunes in. Oh. Endo has been great, but Curtis has struggled. Yeah, Curtis is just... I think Curtis is one of those players that like he'll either be like an 8 or a 9 or like a 2 or a 3. He's not in between, I don't think. LFC John, how are you, brother? I think Liverpool are going to score here, but I don't think we're going to win. Oh, Jadon Sancho's coming on. I forgot he played. You're the one rage about it now. Elliot is staying. I don't care. Yeah, we need to take our hat off for a second, you know? Chiesa needs to get sub in. Everyone calling for Chiesa. No more experiment, Arnie. With the last 3 games, play the strongest 3 wins. 3 wins end of the season. All good. Thanks, mate. I just knew we get beat today. Hangover from last Sunday. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Jones is shit. Being found out without Szoboszlai or McAllister beside him. Jones, Elliot, Nunes needs to go. I think Endo will stay as a squad player, but I don't think Slot trusts him. I think Elliot will go. I think Jones will stay. He likes Jones, to be fair. Good play. Gakpo into the box. Back post. Oh, it's good defending by Kukurea. We're finally getting a little bit of momentum. Everyone's calling for Chiesa on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter, but no sign of him yet, lads. Tactical Blues. I don't even know what you're talking about, mate. I'm not even paying attention to you. Ball into the box. Gakpo. Oh. Good play by Chelsea. Madueke now. Really good. Into Pedro Neto. McAllister comes across. Oh, good defending. Who was that? Jones got back, I think. Slot has given the fringe players enough rope so they can say they weren't given a chance. Yeah, I think that's a good point as well. Apple user. I think, and someone said it earlier on as well. I know this is like a different type of game, but we're seeing now maybe why Slot didn't like rotate the team as much. He doesn't have the same trust in the players, and this is probably why. They've been so far off it. Yeah, KDS and Sophia on the ball. Manchester United fan, come on, Chelsea. The thing is, even we need to win today. The team we started wouldn't have happened. Yeah, exactly. Like Kanate, McAllister, Soboslai, Gravenberch, maybe Diaz probably would have started up front. Flexing a win against the B team is beyond wild. Bradley does well. One of the worst games ever, and I don't even know why. It's because there's no jeopardy, mate. You're literally losing to a Conference League team. Mate, you're slacking your own team to try and get a rise out of us. It doesn't make any sense. You need to stop calling them or they're... You need to stop calling them or they'll get the police involved. It's dirty, that Jamie. What are you talking about? Bradley. Oh, it's good defending. Curtis pass back Jones. Just as slow as the play down. And passes in the ball back. He's a token scout. I saw some Chelsea say we have no pull for big players, and they'd do what haven't Chelsea's, and they do. So why haven't Chelsea's won the title? I think the thing is with buying big players. Liverpool, they don't really buy players that like that. Do you know what I mean? They don't go and spend money on, like United and Chelsea. They'll go out and try and like buy every single player that they think will bring them to success in previous past. Whereas Liverpool like to buy players and then develop them. And that's a model that's worked for us. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The game is meh. You know we won the league. Yeah, 100% Jaden. Slot has only lost one goal in his 7 losses with Liverpool so far. This would be his biggest loss. The thing is, Liverpool have only lost 2 games that have mattered. Well, 3 if obviously the FA Cup. No, 4 the Carabao Cup. Obviously, to get knocked out of the Carabao Cup. No, sorry, 5 as well with PSG. Although we didn't technically lose to PSG. We got knocked out on penalties. Ball in. Salah. Oh! We went from scoring 5 against Spurs to struggling to create chances against Chelsea. But it's not the same team. We're not playing for the same things, lads. Preston, it is 77 minutes and 30 seconds. Spending money doesn't guarantee anything. Look at Arteta, 800 million and only an FA Cup. Liverpool's Puskas Award this year. Ooh, good question. What's the best goal Liverpool has scored this season? Come on, give me with a hit list, lads. Tell me your best memory, best goal scored for this Liverpool this season. What's your favourite goal? I'm trying to think of mine. McAllister's goal against Fulham. That was pretty good. Gakpo versus United. That was a good goal as well, to be fair. I think Salah's goal against United at Old Trafford as well, to wrap it up 3-0. That was lovely. Matt goal last week was superb. Yeah, NFC John, that's fair. Come on, give me some more goals that were worldies. Salah versus Brighton. Yeah, to be fair, that was a whopper goal. I like that one. My favourite has to be McAllister's against Spurs. Definitely not the best, but my favourite. Yeah, I think McAllister's, because then once he scored that, we knew we were winning the league on that day. Do you know what I mean? It kind of, everything that was involved with the goal. And obviously it was a really good finish as well. So that is a good one, to be fair. That's 2 people have said that now, KDS. Madueke into the box, hits one. Good block. Enzo, this could be 3. Good save, Ali. Jadon Sancho. Salah in those 2 Brighton games gave me everything I needed to know. Yeah. Oh, do you know, actually, Gakpo's goal in the FA Cup, that was unbelievable. The one where he cuts inside and hits the crossbar. Or it hits the post and goes in. That was sick. Very underrated. Who should Liverpool sign and sell next season? Sign is just such a difficult one because I don't know who we're going to sell. But I tell you who we should sell. Should sell Nunes. Trent is going to go. Sell Tsimikas. Morty fan, thank you for following me. Sell Tsimikas. Sell Keller is obviously going to go. I think we're going to sell Elliott. And then I'd sell Nunes and Jota. And then do whatever you want with the squad. Who would win? 100 Gorillas versus 1 Connor Bradley? There's only one answer there. And it's not the 100 Gorillas. What's worse, being an Arsenal fan or an Atleti fan? I don't know. I feel like Arsenal... Atletico still... Oh, Chelsea just hit the post. Palmer. Atletico, like, they've won a league or 2, like, in Simeone's time. You know what I mean? I know, obviously, the pain of losing Champions League finals, but I don't know. I think being an Arsenal fan and, like, they haven't won a league, and they've never won a European Cup, and they haven't won a league in 20 years. Morty fan says, thoughts on Bristol City getting playoffs for first time in 17 years? Yeah, well, obviously it's a big achievement. I don't really follow too much outside the Premier League. I'd more follow like other leagues. Like I live in Spain, so I follow a good bit of La Liga. So I don't want to give you 17 years is a long time, but yeah, I'm not going to give an opinion on something I don't have loads of knowledge about, to be fair. Are you the guy that had to watch that match in silence without reacting when there was a goal? Patrick, I am indeed. I did it with the Jamie Fussell video. Got £500. Chiesa is finally on with 10 minutes to go, lads. Chiesa is finally on. You've got your wish. You've all got your wish. I've seen about 100 comments. It's the most requested thing in the chat. Chiesa is on. Wrexham getting promoted to the Championship too. Yeah, they're going to be a Premier League team within 4 or 5 years. Apparently, Wrexham's bonuses for like promotion and stuff are mental. Like if they get promoted, you get a lot of money. Speaking of La Liga, what Spanish team do you support? So when I lived in Madrid, and the team that I supported when I lived there was Atletico. But I live in Valencia now, so I'd go to like the Valencia matches and stuff. So They're pretty shit, but I follow Valencia, but I'd have a soft spot for Atleti. Wrexham Champions League in the next 3 years. I think the thing is with like Championship to Premier League, it's just such a big gap. We're seeing that now. Back post, Nunes, Salah. Oh, Chiesa, it was just pulling out. Can you show us, please? Unfortunately, I can't, mate. Right, Salah, Liverpool, come on, let's get one goal. Cucurella defends well. Salah picks it back up. Keeps it in. Bradley, well done. Salah again. Into the box. Corner. Let's go. 3 goals, mate. I don't think we're going to get that, John. Without Salah, you do be 6. True or not, dude? One-man team, then or. Listen. I'm not going to sit here and argue that Liverpool wouldn't be worse off without Salah, but I don't think we'd be 6. I still think we have quality in the team to be finished in the Champions League. Do I think we'd be competing for a league? No. But the thing is, and this is the one thing I would say is, Liverpool win leagues, or teams win leagues because of the best players. Your Van Dijks, your Salahs. So, yeah. Van Dijk! That's why you win leagues. That is why you win leagues. Your best players, Van Dijk. He gets a goal. Come on. Come on. It's not over yet. Are we going to show these fuckers why we're champions? Big captain goal. That's what I just said. Exactly. No, but you're saying exactly 2 players. Then you have 2 world-class players Liverpool have. Well, 3 if you count Alisson. 3 world-class players. Alisson, Van Dijk, and Salah. They get you over the line for the big trophies. That's what they're defined by. And then you have a team of really good players around them, which Liverpool have. But Liverpool, 2-1. Chelsea are going to start sweating here, you know. You know what they're like. The Chiesa effect, says Stuart. Rue edits. Yes, Virgil. I think they're going to get a second now. Venom, thank you to follow, mate. I think Chelsea are going to start sweating. Jones, I think, is playing left back at this stage. Madueke into the box. Walker. Oh, good save, Ali. No, it wasn't that big of a save, Mohab. It was a good save. You would. That's his job. That's his job. So 5 minutes plus what? 3 or 4 at a time? Maybe just under 10 minutes left to go? Kwanzaa bringing it out. Good ball into Nunes. Good tackle. Shalaba. Come on. Come on. Ali, VVD, Maka, Salah, best in the league in their position. That equals the title. Yeah, like, I don't know. People say, like, if you didn't have Salah, Van Dijk, you wouldn't win the league. Well, obviously not. They're like, you have world-class players for a reason, to win you leagues, to win titles. And that's what the big players do. You can't have a world-class player in every single position. Like, if you take Rodri out of Man City, Rodri and De Bruyne out of Man City, or Rodri and Haaland out of City, where did they finish? 3rd. Take Saka and Saliba out of Arsenal, where did they finish? 2nd. Do you know what I mean? Ball over. Can you show the screen, please? I unfortunately can't. Oh my days. I say we give the Klopp kids a run. Reece James coming on. Enzo coming off. Mohab says Nunes goal in the 89th minute. Trust. No, I don't think Nunez is going to score, lads. Nunez isn't scoring. Nunez isn't scoring. Or is he? No, he's not. No. Nah, there's no way we're coming back. There's no way. A Nunez brace. Ali goes long. Nunez up. Flicks it on. Soboslai. Reece James is now at right back. Casado. I think Casado had already moved into midfield, to be fair. Palmer. Oh, sorry, Van Dijk. Come on. Casado as well. Connor, it's 2-1 to Liverpool, or 2-1 to Chelsea. Sancho now into the box. Well done. Bradley McAllister do well. Nunez into Salah. Oh, come on, Mo. Well done, Kwanzaa. Poor. Giving the ball away. Corner. Football, thank you to follow, mate. Chelsea bench all looking worried. Sweating there. I have trust in my Uruguayan brother. I'm from Asia. Come on. I love your videos. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it, brother. 20k on TikTok this year. 10k on Instagram and 10k on YouTube. That's the goals. That's the goals. Bring us along with me as well. Castle, Jamie, what's up, fella? EFL champion. Amazing season. Very good season for Leeds, to be fair. Casado, good play. McAllister does well. No way, ref. Play on. 5 minutes extra time. Is Chiesa playing? He's on now, football. Madueke. James on the overlap. There's no goal. People saying goal. There's no goal. And the 93rd minute, Alisson goes with the corner and scores. I'd say if we get a corner, we set Alisson up anyway. Could have been 10k on Twitch now. You threw that out the window. I wouldn't have got 10k on Twitch, Sophia. Twitch was so hard to grow on. It's actually, you know, I found Twitch the hardest platform to grow on out of all of them. What's the prospects of next season for Liverpool or for Leeds? Still 2-1. Rip Van Winkle, thank you to follow. What flavour am I chewing on? I think it's just mint. Spearmint. Yeah. We're playing mid. Very mid. Very mid. We could get a goal. Never know. Nunez up. Casado as well. How much would R9 cost in today's currency in football? Well, the year he won the Ballon d'Or, I'd say it costs like, if you're talking 150 million for Isaac, I think you're talking like 200 million to 250 million for R9. Minimum. Liverpool won't win the league next season because Leeds can't win the championship. Yeah, I seen that. Every time Leeds win the championship, Liverpool win the league. Get relegated next year so we can win it again the following year, no? Good grade as well. 2 minutes left. The AC equaliser is what people are looking for. Crazy money, yeah. He would be ridiculous. Salah now. Terrible. Good play. Picks it back up. Do you know what's actually not talked about though? Salah in the last kind of... I know he scored against Spurs, but before that, he's 6 games without a goal involvement. No foul. Come on. Van Dijk is up front now. Well done. Niall. Hey. Liverpool in the mud. Well, not really. Like, we're Premier League champions, mate. Does Chiesa get a Prem medal now? He won't. He'll get one now because he's made 5 appearances. What about the Hollywood team? They'll be in the... Wrexham will be in the team in the next... Or be in the Premier League in the next 3 years. 100%. Best Irishman in the Prem ever. Has to be... It has to be... Keane. Roy Keane. Penalty Chelsea, said LFC John. I feel like you're trustworthy. Szoboszlai. Penalty to Chelsea is correct, LFC John. You are trustworthy. Kwanzaa has been shocking. Like you were talking about, like fringe players. I think he's been the worst today. Casado did well. Seeing the gap, stepped into it, won the ball back. I'd say he was probably man of the match today, to be fair. Why do Irish teams always support, or Irish people always support English teams? Well, let me tell you something. Not so long ago, there was a big famine in Ireland. A lot of people left Ireland. A lot of family left Ireland to go to England. Places like Liverpool and Manchester were heavily populated by Irish people in that time. And that's why there's a big connection between Manchester, Liverpool, teams in London, and England. And that's why a lot of people support them. So there you go. There's a history lesson. But I'm expecting Palmer to score this now. And wrap the game up. And he does. What's that? Cole Palmer's like first goal in 20 games. But it's a big win for Chelsea, that. Darwin Jones, Kwanzaa sold. Robert Sanchez running the pitch after winning 3-1, like. Hardly. Third game lost, but it doesn't matter. Ali was not far off that. No, he wasn't. But that is 3-1. That wraps up the game. Who's your favourite Premier League player ever? Gerrard. Cole Palmer, golazo. We're champions. We should be showing teams how good we are. Nah. Chelsea fans celebrating like they won the league. Embarrassing team. Full of Cocoa Pops. Easy win. Oh dear. I'm so upset. I will cry into my league title win, silly. But that's it. The game is up. Full time at Stamford Bridge. Disappointed to lose? Absolutely. But does it matter? No. Does not matter. But I'm going to do a match reaction. I'll have that up on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube very shortly. If you enjoyed the stream and enjoyed the content, as always, make sure to drop a follow, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube or Twitter. On the road to 10K on YouTube. We just hit 3K today, and yeah, there's going to be lots more coming. Gave them the win. We did. Love your content. Thank you, football. Appreciate it, brother. LFC John, I'll talk to you later, mate. But yeah, I'll be streaming next week for the game against Arsenal. They'll be giving us a clap. What's your YouTube name? I'll put it in the... It's in my bio. It's in my bio. Chippy Chips, in it. Yeah, the link is in my bio to my YouTube. But yeah, I shall be chatting to you all very, very soon, lads. I'll have a good bit of content coming out during the week as well. So I'll be chatting to you all soon. I'll be on Football Judge Mo as well tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I think. Yeah, 3 o'clock UK time. But I'll be chatting